Welcome to the Undertone podcast, where we talk about all things creepy. I'm your in-house skeptic, Evie Babbage, and my believer co-host says he has a real treat for us today.
Undertone is about a young woman, Evie, who is caring for her mother. Her mom's in a coma upstairs in her childhood home. Evie runs a podcast. Not long into the movie, they're sent 10 audio recordings from an anonymous source.
Listen. Do you hear something?
And shit goes crazy. This story was really personal for the director. He was a live-in caregiver for both of his parents as they were dying, and we shot the film in that house. The writing was really raw. It's a lot about family and guilt, and it all resonated with me.
We've heard weird stuff before, but this feels different.
You believe that?
I chose to edit the film on Premiere. It's like home for me. I've been editing on Premiere for over 10 years. The interface, how modular it is, just being able to throw things together very quickly. It makes it really easy to just get into a groove, stop worrying about the technology and just edit the film. There are a couple tools that Premiere offers that were incredibly helpful. Productions is one of them. It was a really tiny post team. It was really just me. I didn't have an assistant. I did all of the organizing, all of the labeling, all of the breakdowns. Features are giant, and in addition to hundreds and hundreds of visual takes, I had thousands of audio takes that I had to manage. Basically every new bin that I had, I made it its own project. The fact that it can reference between the projects without having the media open made everything really fast. Every editor hates the idea of having like a bloated, slow project file with a little rainbow wheel that comes up every 5 minutes. And I didn't have any issues with any of that with productions.
We're listening to 10 mysterious audio recordings.
The speech-to-text tool was also hugely helpful. We had a lot of ADR in this film because Evie, the lead, is the only on-camera speaking role. So everyone else, we just hear them through headphones or in another room or on the phone. So I had, I want to say 1,600 audio takes that I had to keep organized. Using speech-to-text was a great way to go, hey, I need this line. And, you know, immediately my 3 takes come up of that line. Like that kept me from going insane.
What is this?
What if we unleashed something?
I did a lot of sound design. We used Essential Sound a lot in the offline edit to do a lot of like rough voice effects.
What were you thinking? You shouldn't have listened to all of them.
It just made it so fast, like I'm so used to it. So a lot of it was done in Premiere. Ian is probably the most open and collaborative director I've ever worked with. He was very like, hey, take your first stab at it. And then we sort of started crafting it together. Sound is a huge part of a lot of the scares, a lot of the storytelling. So he was like hammering into me, hey, this is a big sound design movie, which I was so excited about. So much of horror is in those moments where you're at the edge of your seat, like waiting for something terrible to happen. And a lot of our work was that pacing where we were really trying to like every frame possible before we reveal what is gonna scare the shit out of you. I use Frame.io mainly for postings, sharing our cuts across the team. It was really helpful for sharing notes back and forth. You know, you post a rough cut or a fine cut and you can put your feedback directly on the link with timecode, and everything was super easy for me to digest. And we also used it to share temp VFX and large files back and forth. I love telling stories. There's nothing I love more. I don't know if I could do anything else. Making movies and telling stories, seeing how they reach people and how they touch people, if it scares you, if it makes you cry, having that kind of power, I guess, is totally addictive. And I don't know what else I would do. It's so in me.